My name is Jerry Morris. I'm bringing you this video um, from Barbados. I've got 3 more days here. I hate to leave since it's minus 30 back home. But anyway, it's going to be a little different today. I think you'll enjoy it. I'm going to present you a mystery and go over it in detail, give you all the names, and then I'm going to ask for your participation in it. I've done my work, and now I want you like for you to do yours. And I'll give you instructions towards the end. So the mystery is 3 deaths in San Antonio. I think is around January 10th of this year. The name of the mother is Nicole Olsen, Olsen, and her 2 daughters, uh, 16 and 10, London and Alexa. The background is fairly simple. She is a beautiful Hispanic woman devoted to her 3 kids. She had a child when she was 15, and he's a 22-year-old son now living out of the house. He's not involved at all in the mystery, but she had been dating Charlie Wheeler, who was a fairly well-off oil man in San Antonio, living in a gated community. And they had been dating about 18 months, and then she moved in with him. And it doesn't say how long ago, but let's say approximately a year. So she had been there with her children for a year. Around January 10th, they had an argument. Charlie Wheeler leaves the house and goes and stays the night with a relative. He comes back at 9 o'clock the next morning. Nicole is dead. The 2 children are dead, gunshots to the head, and a gun is found near Nicole. The medical examiner ruled it was a suicide for the mother and homicide for the 2 kids. So it seemed fairly simple at that point. The local authorities investigated and had many, many doubts about that conclusion, and they turned over a lot of information to the FBI. They brought the FBI in. So now, when asked about the ruling of the ME, the local law enforcement just said we're doing our own separate investigation due to our own findings. So that is the mystery. So what we have here is a mother totally devoted to her children. She had set up appointments for both kids the following week. One was a talent audition. The other was cheerleading audition or cheerleading. And she did cancel many of her appointments. She was a cosmetologist this coming week, that following week, but then she reinstated a couple. We don't know what the arguments was about. And like I say, it was a gated community. So if a perpetrator or a stranger was to come in and shoot these 3 people, he would have to slip in some other way. So what we have here is a disagreement between 2 phases of law enforcement. And so what we're trying to solve here is, do we have a murder-suicide, and or do we have Charlie Hoffman coming back and making it look like this, killing the 2 kids and the mother, and we don't know anything about the gun. We don't know if it was in the house, or um, we don't know anything about it. We don't know caliber. We don't know anything else. Um, um, Nicole, like I say, was a devoted mother. She had she has two ex-husbands, and she has an ex-boyfriend that she has one of her children with, who she sued for child support. And but she went to work every day, and she would, like I say, was a devoted mom. So here's our goal, and I've dedicated my Gmail account, which I'll give everybody, for my subscribers and anyone who wants to subscribe, to write in. So what I want you to do is to all we're interested in is basically who done it, not why, not obviously know where or anything. We don't want to know motive right now. We want to know who was the killer. So here's how we're going to do it. I've done my work on it, and what I'd like for you to do, and then if you stick with me for the next few months and do a few of these exercises, it'll change you. You'll realize more confidence, more self-esteem, better decision making, and you'll realize that we are not just living in this mundane world of ours. We have a lot going on out there that we can't perceive normally. So please give it a try. There's no right or wrong, and no one sees this but me. I'm going to read every one of them, and then I'll go over it next week. So what I'd like for you to do is take what I have given you. Certainly feel free to um, Google Nicole Olsen in San Antonio. Read up on it. Do it in a very relaxed state of mind, maybe just before you go to bed or take a nap or whatever. And then shut your eyes and ask for a vision. You'll get a lot of noise in the very beginning. Then you'll get a vision. The vision will probably have nothing to do with the description of Nicole, the setting, whatever. Um, it may seem on the surface that it's uh, doesn't apply to this case at all, but stay with it. That is the vision you want. Stay with it for as long as it's with you, and then when it goes, then just shut it down and then start thinking about what that means. And that's the start of it. So what I want you to do is to answer me in one sentence. I want you to say, Charlie Hoffman did it because I envisioned a uh, bird falling from a tree. Well, that's your interpretation, and that's fine. It seemingly has nothing to do with it, but it's your interpretation. Or you may say, I have no idea who did it. My vision was a bird falling from a tree. Stay with that. Be confident enough to go with this. Have faith in me that I'm asking you to do something that'll be really good for you soon. And um, and then just write me at jerry.morris1946 at gmail.com. And I have approximately 3,000 subscribers. I'd love to see 200 or 300 of you at least do this. Remember, there's no right or wrong, and this is just the first of many. And then we will go over this case as well as a couple others that I'm working on that are also very mysterious. So we really have 3 or 4 suspects. We have Nicole, we have Charlie Hoffman, who's a fairly rich oil man, lives in a beautiful gated community, beautiful home. We have Charlie maybe hiring someone. We have 2 ex-husbands, and we have the ex-boyfriend. Those are, or a stranger. As far as I know, nothing was taken from the home. So start from there. Uh, Don't redo the um, exercise. It's once. Because if you redo it, then you're telling your subconscious that you don't trust it and it's you don't give it validity. So do it one time. That's it. Write me. Have enough confidence to write me, and then we will go over it. I don't publish or even speak of individual assessments or individual readings at all, or what your vision was. It's just I may say, well, we had a majority of it thought it was majority of people thought it was Charlie or something like that. That's as much information as I'll give. So let's do that, Nicole Olsen and children in San Antonio, and I'll see you. Unfortunately, when I get home in about 4 or 5 days. Thank you.